Hello, everybody. It is Lori Key, the Realty Goddess of Los Angeles, California, and I help to establish the community one house at a time. Welcome to my live broadcast. Today, I actually want to talk to you about some things that are not real estate related, but it's still valid in what's going on in today's world. So who am I? Well, my name is Lori Key. I am the Realty Goddess of Los Angeles, California, and I help to establish the community one house at a time. I've been in real estate since 2006. I love what I do, and I do what I love, and I love real estate. But there are many life skills that we're all learning and relearning, and things are new and not so new in this time of COVID that I want to talk to you about that could really help you. Right now, one of the biggest things is going to virtual meetings. There is a lot of virtual meetings going on, whether it's Zoom, Google Live, Facebook. So many companies have come out and actually created spaces for you to come and meet and still talk, still face to face, but still social distancing through video. So today I want to actually talk to you about 7 things that you need to know, do's and don'ts of virtual meetings. It will make all the difference. Hi, Brianna. Good to see you, sweetheart. Thanks for joining. So here's what's interesting. I don't know if you guys have seen that Progressive commercial where they are showing the Progressive people in meetings, and there's always one, Moira, or I forgot the other guy's name, who's doing something goofy on their virtual meetings. And I get a kick out of those commercials because it's true. It's typically true on how they're acting. So let's talk about these virtual meetings and what you should and should not do on the virtual meetings and how they can make a big difference. And so you're not the one who is being the butt of the joke when it comes to this meeting. So grab you some tea, grab you some coffee, grab you your favorite beverage, and let's go ahead and start talking. I actually have coconut cocoa tea right now. It's absolutely delicious. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive right in. Please make sure that you share this out with your followers as well. If you're on Periscope, please make sure you follow not only to your followers, but also to Twitter. So I would love to have this shared out. Let's start with virtual meetings, 7 do's and don'ts. Number 1, keep a smile even when not talking. When talking on a video screen, it's difficult sometimes to see what your vibe is. It's not like you are sitting in front of someone and can react that way. You don't have someone in front of you. You actually have a screen. And sometimes it doesn't come off very well. It's easy for your face to go blank. And they may think, people who are watching it may not think that you understand, or you're not wanting to be there, or hi Ryan, good to see you. Or they may even think that you're upset. So hi Colleen, good to see you. You and the grandbaby. Oh, I love your precious grandbaby. Those legs are so juicy. So you want to always keep a smile on your face. Smile and keep nodding. While it may feel very uncomfortable at first, it really is just like a positive feedback mechanism for people to see that you are really there mentally. You've not checked out. You're making sure that they know you understand what's going on and you are a part of the conversation. So hi Maureen, hi Mo. I know I don't have grandbabies and I would love to just share yours. Number two, do not slouch. Don't slouch. Before the video conference starts, sit in your chair with good posture. I'm sitting up straight, and make sure that the camera really captures you completely. Now you can see me up. People will see. You see that I'm moving my hands. I'm talking to you. I've got you connected. Hi! I owe you a call, and I'm calling you today. So I promise it's just been kind of crazy. So you want to understand that body language is very, very important. Hold your head high, put your shoulders back. This also lets people see that you're not lazy or distracted. Now, if you were talking to me and I was like this, and yeah, Yeah. It doesn't really seem like I want to be there. And sometimes, guys, these meetings are extremely important, and you never know who's really watching you for a reason. I truly think that a lot of things that are happening now, which people thought we couldn't do because of COVID. Hi, Robert. Like, they think, well, people can't work at home. We can't trust them. We're doing it. The US is doing it. Like, we are making it where you can work at home from your environment. But there are corporates that are looking to see in these meetings if you are engaging, how you're reacting. You never know who is watching you for what role you are doing. It is extremely important that your body language reflects positivity in all sorts of ways, and simply just sitting up straight in a good chair and doing it well. That's right, Colleen. Yeah, you never know. Many times I've had people reach out to me and I had no idea they were really watching. And the next thing you know, they call and say, hey, I've been watching you for a year. I'm ready to buy a house. Hi, Joanne Phil. Good to see you, sweetheart. So you want to make sure that you've got that body language looking good by sitting up. Don't slouch. Smile. 3, maintain good eye contact. It's important when you're face to face, but it's also very important on video. On a video conference, you can quickly forget where the camera is. Now, Joanne Pham can attest to this. When my phone is in landscape mode, I have a heck of a time trying to remember to look over to the side for the camera. So get comfortable. Practice being on the camera by yourself. You don't have to go live first. You can create videos all on your own and then go back and look at them. Go look at them to see if you are looking in the right spot. Train yourself to know where to look. Now, I'm on my computer right now. My camera is right in front of me. I feel like I'm already looking at all of you. So it's really important to understand where your camera placement is. And while I'm on this kick of talking about maintaining good eye contact, you really need a good webcam if you are using your computer. I have many in my Amazon store, and if you're interested in finding one that's affordable, my favorite picks are in my Amazon store, and I'll be happy to share that with you. Just reach out to me and I'll give you that link, okay? Clients, especially with eye contact, is extremely important. A lot of my meetings with new clients are now virtual. So they're first meeting me online. Yes, Lord, thank you. And claim the web. Clean it. It doesn't do you any good if you don't clean it. If you look like what was that character in Peanuts? What was his name? And he always had that dusted clown going around him. So Pigpen. So hi, Jess, good to see you. So make sure that camera is also clean, because it does tie into the eye contact. You don't want to look like you're looking like this. And you can very easily if your camera is dirty. So you want to maintain that eye contact like you always do when you're face to face, okay? It's really important because that's kind of how people can see if they can trust you or not. They look at your eyes, they look at your smile, they look at your body language, everything that we've talked about. Number four, do not rest your hands. Yeah, I sometimes I do this, and I don't do that. I try to be pretty cool with that. Keep your hands off of your desk if you can, and keep them from anywhere, right? You have a piece of paper over your camp. Yeah, I actually keep a security, which I also have in my Amazon store, security thing over all of my cameras, guys, because you never know. Sometimes that camera will be on and you're walking around, and I can't tell you how many horror stories of people who are naked walking around on virtual meetings because they don't think you can see them. So I highly advise that you buy some of those little security cams. They're sticky. You put them over top of that camera and you close it off on your laptops as well as your desktops, and actually they have them for phones too. So don't rest your hands like on your head, like this. You look completely unengaged. You want to be engaging and talking to people. Like I like some feedback now. Do you guys feel like I'm talking to you face to face? Do you feel like we're making a connection? It's really, really important that you make that connection so you don't miss an opportunity in your job or in your business. For me, it's extremely important in real estate for people to know that they can trust me and that they know that I am connected to them. And it's very important that I convey that. I don't think I have too many problems with that. Okay, keep your head close to the microphone. Okay, get you a really good mic. If you're using a phone, you can get a lapel. You can get a lapel mic so that it's nice and clear. Okay, they have wireless and they have wired, so you want to make sure that you have a good mic. Now me, I have my Bluebird up here. You don't see it, it's hanging above. And take note when one is speaking so that you can reiterate yes, yes, and don't overtalk people. Don't do that. You know, sometimes it's impossible not to do it when you're virtually, but if you see someone else is talking, kind of back up a little bit so that you're not over talking someone out of courtesy. But the sound is everything. You want to make sure you have a really good mic positioned in the right space. They don't cost a lot. Once again, at my Amazon store, I feel like I'm just like telling y'all everything's in my Amazon store. I'm really not trying to sell stuff. I just am telling you I have products that I know and trust, and I love sharing those. Okay, so as you talk, don't stray away from the microphone. Like, don't get up. Hi, Andy. Don't get up and start walking around. Don't lay the microphone down and, you know, and then walk away. You know, don't be afraid of the microphone. So many people are scared to death of that. I ain't afraid. I ain't scared. I ain't scared of no mics. Although my husband says I don't need one. Even when I'm in the studio, I blow everything out. I mean, when we go to different studios and I sing, I'm really not singing loud. I'm singing how I normally sing. And the scales go off the chart. So you also have to be aware of your own voice volume as well. So be careful. Don't eat the handheld ones, right? They are small. They look like M&Ms. Just saying. Number 6, guys, don't rely on physical gestures when you're seeing other people. Some video cameras still aren't set up for fast. You see that looks kind of like a blur? Some cameras don't catch all of that. So be careful when you're using your hands because it can make it blurry on the video. Now, like today, I've got some weird stuff going on with some of my lighting, and I will fix that. But it also depends on the time of day that you go live. Like, it is 2:45 here. The things are just blowing up in my windows right now. Okay, so don't just, you know, depend on physical gestures. If you're gesturing as you talk, sometimes there can be a delay in that gesture, which can result in a blurry video. Just trust that your words are expressive and your face is expressive enough. And if there's anything that you need to clarify, make sure that you clarify them verbally and not with so much body language. Some internet speeds aren't the same. Exactly. You really have to have a good, strong internet base so that, you know, you're not going in and out and things just don't click off at any time. And that's at home and that's out in public as well. Number seven, and our final tip is practice active listening. Video meetings make it easier to zone out and stop listening because there's nothing physically in front of you to engage with. So your mind can slip passively, right? So if you find yourself thinking of other things, start practicing your active listening skills. Nod when you understand, interject when you don't. Repeat points to your clients or your colleagues as you go so that you can secure in their minds that you are really there and actively listening and participating in the meeting. Now, I'm going to be honest, it's not always fun to meet people virtually online. It can be really rough. Like during the very beginning of all this, when there were many people who were not used to being on video, because I've been doing this for years now, they were really afraid to go live. They were afraid to be on camera because they didn't have the confidence skills. But with a little bit of practice, with a little bit of practice, and you can do your practice on your own. You don't have to go live. You can see how you can become better at virtual meetings. So let's do a quick recap, and then I'm going to tell you how you can reach me. Let's see here. Turn this on. That is how you can reach me. bit.ly/Lori Key Info. Hi, Deneen. Good to see you. And so that's how you can reach me. If you're interested in purchasing homes, any kind of real estate, that's what I do. But today I want to teach you how to be better on virtual meetings. So let's do a quick recap of the 7 do's and don'ts of virtual meetings. Okay, you ready? Number 1, keep on a smile even when you're not talking. It really does help to know the people know that you are there and engaging. Number 2, don't slouch. It makes you seem disconnected and lazy. Number 3, maintain good eye contact. You may not be face to face, but you really are in a sense when you are on video. Number 4, don't rest your head on your hands or on your chin or look discouraged or look bored. Be very careful and conscious of your hand placement. 5, keep close to your microphone. If you don't have a good microphone, you can get a lapel to hook it up to your phone or your computer where people can hear you clearly. They don't really cost a lot. You can use wireless, or you can also use ones that are wired. They don't cost much at all. Number 6, don't rely on physical gestures to get your point across, because sometimes they don't come across. They may look blurry on screen, and you want to make sure that you are getting your points across. And finally, number 7, practice active listening skills. That's really important in any type of relationship, not just on when you're online. All of these tips can be done in real life too, right? You know, you got to remember this is life. So when you're actively listening, you're engaged in what's going on around you and you're hearing what other people are saying. So that is what I have for you today. I hope that you have learned something and taken away some really good tips. I really appreciate you being here. I kind of stepped back a little bit because I was preparing other videos for clients as well, but you will be seeing more of me, and I'll have more tips from you on the weekends. We're going to have some fun. We're going to go back to doing some singing. I got a brand new little fun microphone we're going to do. Hi, Susan. And we're just going to have some fun. So I hope that you're connected with me. If you're not, I encourage you to please make sure that you hit that follow button, and let's start the virtual dialogue. My name is Lori Key. I am the Realty Goddess of Los Angeles, California. Dina, I'm ready to get off, but I'm loving my hoop, girl. My waist, I'm only 8 pounds from my goal. I'm loving my waist. It's getting snatched, sister. My name is Lori Key. I am the Realty Goddess of Los Angeles, California. I help to establish the community one house at a time. I wish you nothing but love, light, and blessings. Why not go out on a limb? Isn't that where the fruit is? It is. Go be a good human. You never know when a smile is going to brighten somebody's day. Sugar. Bye, y'all. Thank you, Dina. Bye.